You're not lazy. You're exhausted, and your brain is waving a white flag. That heavy feeling when you open your eyes in the morning, the way simple tasks feel impossible, the guilt that whispers you're just not trying hard enough. These aren't signs of laziness. They are classic signals of burnout, a very real psychological and physical state that millions of people are quietly suffering through right now. In this deep dive, we'll explore why burnout happens, how it disguises itself as laziness, and the 6 most common signs that what you're experiencing isn't a character flaw, it's exhaustion. More importantly, we'll talk about how to heal with kindness instead of criticism. Understanding burnout versus laziness. Laziness is a choice. Burnout is a state your nervous system enters when it has been running on empty for too long. Burnout is what happens when chronic stress overwhelms your body's ability to recover. It affects your energy, motivation, emotions, and even your sense of self. The World Health Organization recognizes burnout as an occupational phenomenon caused by prolonged workplace stress that has not been successfully managed. But it can also come from parenting, caregiving, studying, or trying to hold everything together in an overwhelming world. The cruel twist. When you're burnt out, you often look lazy to others, and to yourself. You cancel plans, scroll endlessly, struggle to start tasks, and feel guilty about it. But underneath that laziness is a deeply depleted system screaming for rest. 6 signs you're burnt out, not lazy. 1. You have zero motivation, even for things you used to love. This is one of the clearest signs. When you're burnt out, the brain's reward system, dopamine pathways, becomes dysregulated. Activities that once brought joy now feel pointless or overwhelming. It's not that you suddenly became lazy. Your brain is protecting you by shutting down motivation to prevent further depletion. 2. Simple tasks feel impossible. Making a phone call, replying to an email, or doing the dishes can feel like climbing a mountain. This is called executive dysfunction, a common burnout symptom where your brain struggles with planning, starting, and finishing tasks. It's not laziness. It's your nervous system being too overwhelmed to function normally. 3. You're emotionally numb or irritable. Burnout often brings emotional exhaustion. You might feel detached, like you're watching your life from outside your body. Or you might snap at small things because your emotional reserves are empty. Both are protective responses. Your brain is trying to conserve energy. 4. Physical exhaustion that rest doesn't fix. You sleep for 10 hours and still wake up tired. Your body feels heavy. You get frequent headaches, stomach issues, or catch every cold going around. This is your body's way of saying I've been running on stress hormones for too long. Chronic cortisol elevation eventually leads to adrenal fatigue and total exhaustion. 5. You feel guilty for resting. This is the most telling sign. When you try to rest, guilt floods in. You feel like you should be doing more. This internalized pressure is common in burnout because society equates worth with productivity. The guilt itself becomes another source of stress, creating a vicious cycle. 6. You've lost your sense of purpose or identity. Burnout can make you question everything. Who am I if I'm not achieving? What's the point of all this? This existential fatigue is your mind's way of signaling that you've been living out of alignment for too long, pushing through values that no longer serve you or neglecting your deeper needs. The psychology behind burnout. Burnout isn't just being tired. It's a complex response involving the nervous system. Chronic stress keeps your body in fight or flight mode. Eventually, it moves into freeze or shutdown, dorsal vagal response, which feels like laziness. Cognitive load. Your brain has a limited amount of mental energy each day. When it's constantly managing stress, there's nothing left for motivation or creativity. Perfectionism and people-pleasing. Many burnt-out people have high standards and difficulty setting boundaries. They give everything to everyone until there's nothing left for themselves. The myth of productivity. Modern culture glorifies hustle. We've been taught that rest is lazy and productivity equals worth. This belief system makes burnout almost inevitable. How to heal from burnout? Healing isn't about pushing harder. It's about radical gentleness. Acknowledge it. The first step is admitting I'm not lazy. I'm burnt out. This removes shame and opens the door to real change. Rest without guilt. Give yourself permission to do less. Cancel plans. Say no. Sleep. Your body needs recovery time. Rebuild energy gradually. Start with tiny, low-pressure activities that feel nourishing. Short walks, Music, time in nature, gentle movement. Set boundaries. Learn to protect your energy. Practice saying I can't right now without over-explaining. Reconnect with joy. Make space for play, creativity, and things that have no purpose except making you happy. Seek support. Therapy, coaching, or even honest conversations with safe people can make a huge difference. You don't have to heal alone. A gentle truth. If you're burnt out, you're not failing. You're human. Your body and mind have been carrying too much for too long, and they're asking for mercy. The fact that you're reading this means you're already on the path to healing. Be patient with yourself. Healing from burnout isn't linear. Some days will feel better, others harder. That's normal. You deserve rest. You deserve kindness. You deserve to heal at your own pace. The world will keep spinning if you slow down. And when you come back, because you will, you'll return with clearer vision, more energy, and a deeper understanding of what really matters. You're not lazy. You're exhausted. And that's something worth listening to.